Kelly Ripa takes aim at Meghan Markle over Invictus Games controversy. It was meant to be a powerful and respectful event honoring veterans. Instead, Meghan Markle has once again found herself at the center of a firestorm, this time for an incident that many are calling tone-deaf, intrusive, and completely inappropriate. And Kelly Ripa, well, she did not hold back. On a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, Ripa tore into the Duchess of Sussex, playing the now-viral clip of Meghan moving a veteran's wheelchair without permission. The reaction: outrage, disbelief, and a whole lot of backlash. But how did we get here? And why has this moment become the latest stain on Meghan's already controversial public image? The incident that sparked outrage. It all unfolded at the 2025 Invictus Games in Vancouver, an event created by Prince Harry to support injured veterans through sports. Meghan, who has long positioned herself as a champion of the military community, was in attendance, but instead of celebrating the competitors, she stole the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. In a shocking clip that has since gone viral, Meghan is seen moving a veteran's wheelchair without asking. The veteran, clearly caught off guard, looked visibly uncomfortable. Those in attendance described the moment as awkward, unnecessary, and outright disrespectful. Why did Meghan feel the need to take control of someone else's mobility aid? Was it an attempt to appear helpful? A staged PR moment? Or just another example of her overstepping boundaries? Whatever the intent, the reaction was swift and brutal. Public and military outrage, tone-deaf and disrespectful. For an event that is all about honoring veterans, Meghan's actions felt particularly offensive. Military supporters and veterans alike took to social media to condemn her behavior, calling it intrusive, self-centered, and humiliating for the veteran involved. One furious comment read, "This is not how you support veterans. Moving a wheelchair without permission is demeaning. Would she grab someone's crutches too?" Another veteran weighed in. "She acted like she was in charge of the event, not a guest. That's not support, it's control." The backlash was intense, but the real explosion happened when Kelly Ripa took the story to national television. Kelly Ripa's brutal take: anyone else would be cancelled. On Live with Kelly and Mark, Ripa did not hold back. She played the clip of Meghan and openly mocked her behavior. "Can you imagine if someone else did this?" Ripa asked, raising her eyebrows in disbelief. "This is supposed to be about the veterans, right? Not a Meghan Markle photo op." Her co-host, Mark Consuelos, nodded in agreement, adding that anyone else would have faced massive backlash and even been called ableist for such an act. Ripa continued, "This woman just can't help herself. She always has to be the main character. And honestly, it's exhausting." The audience erupted into applause, clearly siding with Ripa's critique. And social media. It went into overdrive. Twitter erupts. #Meghan oversteps trends. Within hours, Twitter, or X, was flooded with posts, roasting Meghan for the incident. #Meghan oversteps is trending, and rightfully so. Why is she always making everything about herself? Imagine someone moving your wheelchair without asking. So humiliating. #Invictus Game. She preaches about dignity and respect for veterans, but can't even give them basic autonomy? Many users pointed out the irony that Meghan, who has spent years branding herself as a human rights advocate, completely disregarded the dignity of a veteran in front of the world. But this isn't the first time Meghan has been accused of making an event all about herself. A pattern of attention-seeking? Critics argue that this moment was just another in a long list of Meghan Markle missteps. From her lavish wardrobe choices at humanitarian events to her awkward over-involvement in causes she claims to support, many believe that Meghan is more focused on controlling the narrative than actually making an impact. One veteran who attended the Invictus Games described the atmosphere. "It felt like she was running the show. Not Harry. Not the veterans. It was Meghan. She was everywhere." Even supporters of Meghan found it hard to defend her actions. "I've always liked Meghan, but this was unnecessary. Let people have their dignity. Let the veterans have their moment." And then there's the question that everyone is now asking: what does Prince Harry think about all of this? Prince Harry's silence. Is he avoiding the drama? While Meghan's actions dominated headlines, Prince Harry was focused on celebrating the athletes. Insiders say he was completely unaware of the controversy at first, but once the backlash exploded, he was put in an impossible position. Does he defend his wife? Or risk alienating the very veterans he created this event for? For now, he's staying quiet. But sources close to the event say that many veterans were uncomfortable with Meghan's behavior, and some are now questioning whether she should be involved in future Invictus Games. The fallout: will Meghan be invited back? With a furious backlash from both the public and military community, there are growing calls for Meghan to take a step back from the Invictus Games altogether. One commentator put it bluntly: if Meghan is there to support, great. But if she's going to make it about herself, maybe she shouldn't be there at all. The controversy has cast a shadow over what should have been a powerful and inspiring event. And for Meghan Markle, it's yet another PR disaster in a long list of missteps. Will she apologize? Will Harry step in? Or will this just be another scandal that fades into the background? One thing is certain: Kelly Ripa's takedown has cemented this moment as one of Meghan's most embarrassing missteps yet. And with public patience wearing thin, the question remains: how many more chances does Meghan Markle really have?